I know to some of you, it seems like money is all preachers ever talk about. And while that is not us, the fact remains that every ministry and even for-profit businesses do have startup costs and operating costs and things like that. And since Jesus didn't shy away from the topic, neither will we. But I have some good news for you. So stick around. Hi, I'm Christopher Holder, lead minister at Christ Bearer Ministries, and in this video I'm going to share with you how you can partner with our mission to share the love of Jesus around the world. I'm also going to share with you a bit about how we approach financial integrity and transparency. And so a moment ago I promised some good news, and here it is. The startup and operating costs for Christ Bearer Ministries are relatively low when compared to a church. Large part due to the fact that we don't actually have a church building. This is my home office. And more good news is that I've actually covered the startup costs out of my own giving budget. So the camera that we're on right here, the microphone just off screen, the lighting over there, and even some of the stuff that I've put in the background. Hope you like what you see. Probably going to make a few more tweaks or improvements as we go. But all of that's been covered. And so there are some ongoing operating costs, but those do tend to be relatively low for a ministry like ours with the approach that we take. And sort of a side note, I did a whole lot of research on how to build this sort of YouTube studio type environment on a modest budget. And I want to give a shout out to the folks over at Think Media. They don't even know that I'm talking about them right now. They're not sponsoring this video or anything like that. They don't know me, I don't know them. But I discovered them on YouTube, and they have a lot of really, really good resources. They really encouraged and inspired a lot of what we've done here to try to make the best possible quality content for you. Again, on a very modest budget. And so I'll post a link to their channel in the description. And so if you're thinking about spinning up a YouTube channel or Rumble channel, you should probably check them out. They're really awesome. So while our operating costs are generally pretty low, it's things like domain names and website hosting and equipment upgrades as needed and things like that, the biggest expense of Christ Bearer Ministries is our ministry trips. And so those expenses include things like travel. They include things like the gifts that we provide when we go out into the field, which may be things like food, construction materials, water filtration systems, Bibles. Gifts for the kids is a pretty common theme there. So that's kind of where we are in terms of the financial need. But I want to take a step back for a minute and talk about all the ways that you can partner with Christ Bearer Ministries. The first way that you can partner with Christ Bearer Ministries is through prayer. That is the biggest and most important thing you can do to help support this ministry. Pray for God's wisdom in our efforts. Pray for His protection over us, especially when we're in the field. And this particular way of partnering with us won't cost you anything but time. The second way that you can partner with us is through your financial giving, which you can do on our website at christbearer.org. Your donation in any amount, large or small, one-time or recurring, is a huge blessing and will help us to share the love of Jesus around the world. This goes to facilitate these mission trips. It also pays for the things that we want to take with us that I mentioned before, the gifts that we give, Bibles, soccer balls, food, clothing, all that stuff, and the travel. So really appreciate your support there. And there's actually another way that you can do that also. When you go on our website at christbearer.org, you'll see we have a calendar posted. And as we start to get closer to upcoming trips, we'll identify some of those specific needs. We want to make this as easy as possible for you. So as we identify those needs, if there's something very particular that we want to make sure that we take with us, we'll post links so that you can go and purchase those and ship them to us if that's something that works better for you. Now that can get a little bit tricky because of timing and logistics and things like that. But again, we want to make this easy for you to partner with us. We want you to trust us, and we want you to know that the money that you are donating to this ministry is going to the right things. Also, regarding the ministry trips, if you'd like to be a part of a ministry trip and actually go with us on some of these things, you might be able to. Now, we have two different types of ministry trips, closed and open. And what closed means is that there's already kind of a set group that are being allowed to go on that particular trip, or there's already a specific group of people that are planning that together. An open trip is one where if you're a partner with us, you might have the opportunity to actually travel with us. Now, I'm going to warn you that it's not an easy process. You're going to have to fill out an application. You're going to have to go through some training and things like that, because we've really got to make sure that the people going on these trips have the right heart, they have the right expectations, and are going to be productive in ministering the Word of God to other people, and not treat it like some sort of a extended shopping trip. Because I'll just be honest with you, there's nothing worse than having somebody on a mission trip with the wrong attitude. There's been more than one occasion where I've really considered leaving somebody behind. So again, to partner with us financially, check out our website at christbearer.org. On the Partner With Us page, there's a link to where you can donate. Again, any amount, one-time, recurring, whatever it is that the Lord leads you to give. There's also more information on the calendar page about our upcoming trips, and also I'll have things like when the next teaching series is coming out and stuff like that, or any other things that we're doing. Now, the next way that you can partner with us is another way that will cost you nothing but a few seconds of your time. By liking and sharing our videos, by following us, whether it's on YouTube, Rumble, or even on Facebook and more platforms coming soon, all of those things that you can do to subscribe and follow and stay engaged, even making comments, nice comments, of course, on our videos is very helpful for us to grow this channel. It's very helpful for us to get the word out because of the algorithm thing that happens in the background. It puts our teachings in front of more people and shares what we have to share, the love of God unconditionally, with the entire world. So if you would please, whether you're financially partnering with us, whether you want to go on a mission trip, whether you're interested in anything else that we do, if you like the videos, or even if you don't think they're absolutely 100% awesome, if you get blessed in any way, form, or fashion by anything that we produce, please like, share, comment, subscribe, follow, all those things, and that will be a huge help to this ministry. Also, on that note, is that in the event that this channel, whether on YouTube or Rumble, is ever monetized, 100% of those funds will come back into the ministry. So that's another way that you're ultimately able to help us financially. And finally, when you purchase my book, The Way of the Christian Samurai, I take 10% of all the profits as part of my personal giving and put it back into the ministry. I think I've got a copy sitting right here. If you haven't seen it, it's actually my copy. Check it out. It's on, there you go. It's available on Amazon, and I'll post a link. And so buying my book, hopefully you'll read it. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Hopefully it'll minister to you. But 10% of all profits do come back into this ministry. Enjoying our videos? Well, you can take this journey even further by checking out my book, The Way of the Christian Samurai, available on Amazon in both paperback and Kindle formats. Give it a read, and if it ministers to you, leave us a review on Amazon to help us out. And for more information, visit our website at wayofthechristiansamurai.com. Thanks. So those are the ways that you can partner with Christ Bearer Ministries. And I believe personally that regardless of how you choose to partner with us, that God sees you in everything that we do for His kingdom as we spread His love around the world. Now, there is one more thing that I want to talk to you about before I let you go today, and that is our financial responsibility. We believe that all of the finances that come into this ministry are a gift from God, and we take being stewards of those finances very, very seriously. So we've decided to follow the 80-20 rule of resource allocation for all funding that comes into the ministry. And what that means is that 80% of everything that comes in, 80 cents of every dollar, goes to direct ministry impact, meaning the ministry trips, for example. 20% is then allocated to overhead, such as equipment upgrades, things that we need, marketing, whatever. Now, for those of you familiar with restricted donations, 100% of restricted donations go to whatever it is that is designated as required by law. And we're also planning to provide financial statements at the end of every year on our website at christbearer.org, along with other financial information that may be of interest to you. And that's it. The money talk is over. That wasn't so painful, was it? Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, and all that fun stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed day.